Healthcare Insurance Company.
We're talking about family law here today. Talk Tuesday on Kababayan LA with Attorney Jesus Silva. Our phone lines are open, so if you have any questions, call us. I know this is a sensitive issue, so if you want to call anonymously, that's okay too. You don't have to give your name, just give your question or the city where you're from, and Attorney Jesus Silva here is going to answer your question. Here's a caller from Panorama City. Nancy is on the line. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, yeah, my case was with, my baby once.
Ed. Okay, we don't, okay, again, reminder to everyone, that's the number to call on the screen. And if you do call, please turn down the volume of your TV so we don't get any feedback, and make sure just state your question right away so then we can get more phone calls. Do we have another caller now? Okay, all right, they're still sifting through the calls. Okay, I guess, I don't know, some people would ask about child support. How do you go about running after the husband?
Well, it's very...
Or not even the husband, the father of the child.
Or the mother, sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
The law is very gender neutral in that regard. One thing that I do want to tell most of your viewers is there's a misconception generally that sometimes people will wait years and years before they go to court. And what they need to know is the courts will only make a court order retroactive for child support, even spousal support, from the date that you file it. So if we filed today, for example, and we weren't in court till April or May, yes, the court will go retroactive to the date that we filed, but they're not going to go back years and years.
Oh.
So every month, every year that goes by, you basically have waived your ability to ever recoup any amount of that child support.
How do you compute child support anyways?
In California, it's a very complex formula. It tries to be as fair as possible, but it's really about a couple of key factors, namely the income of each respective parent, and of course the time percentage that is spent with each child. Exactly. So as a result, it tends to make people litigate and fight for the child custody because they know that the child custody is what makes the factors of child support.
What about spousal support? How is it computed? And I know that you have to be with a person for more than 10 years, and then you get lifetime spousal support.
In general, the court has a lot of discretion and probably has the greatest amount of discretion than any other area in spousal support. But they want to try to do what's most fair for the less high income earning parents, the lower income spouse, that is. They want to try to justify what was the quality of the standard of living that they were living in while they were still married. Now granted, two households cost a heck of a lot more than one household, so you can't live to that same quality of living, but they want to try to equalize so that somebody isn't left making a heck of a lot less money than they used to when they were married.
All right.
And that's the idea.
Okay, let's talk to Michelle. She is on the line. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, good afternoon. My son had been, he's 6 years old already, and since birth he's been separated from his father, and he hasn't given any child support. If I file for child support right now, can I still get the back pay?
Okay, that's what we were just talking about, right?
That. No, you could not. Unfortunately, not in this state. In a couple other states, you might be able to, but in California, you could not.
So what's the best thing for her to do? Just file today?
File tomorrow. Go out, seek an independent consult with somebody that you're very comfortable with, because every family law attorney is different from a different one. But once you find somebody you're comfortable with, file as soon as possible.
Okay. Maria is joining us on the line from Palmdale. Hi, Maria.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, my question is for a couple that was not legally married in the Philippines, but the guy left for the United States promising the mother and the child with marriage and everything. Is there still a way for the mother to go for child support?
But they're not married in the Philippines. The mother is in the Philippines?
Somewhere else, yeah. Not in the Philippines, yeah.
Okay.
If the child were here in the United States, then the court would be able to have jurisdiction of the issue of child support.
Okay.
But having said that, still, the court in the United States would still have jurisdiction over the issue of parentage. And that's something that she may want to have adjudicated because they were never married. There may not be any document other than a birth certificate that says who the biological father and mother of this child are. If the father's in the United States, the court will have jurisdiction here to issue a court order that says this is the biological father. If that child thereafter comes into the United States, there could be a child support order based upon that.
Okay, but if the child is in the Philippines,
then the court will not have jurisdiction of a child who has never stepped foot in the United States.
Okay.
It's very rare. I don't know of a circumstance how they could.
Right. What about, say, for example, casual sex years ago, and then the girl got pregnant but never told the other party, and then years later, here she comes saying, by the way, we have a kid.
That happens. That's not an uncommon factual scenario. And even if that is the case, no marriage is necessary, no notice to the opposing parent is necessary, just biological proof. And sometimes that just means taking a DNA swab and proving that biologically you really are the father.
All right, this is interesting. I hope you're learning. I hope we're able to help you. That's the number to call on the screen. And again, you may call anonymously if you need advice about family law. We will be back for more. Don't go away.
Ang Kababayan LA ay hatid sa inyo ng McDonald's at ang mga bagong McCafe Espresso drinks. McDonald's na ba ang inyong bagong coffee house? Ang mga bagong McCafe Espresso drinks ay mabilis, masarap at mas mura pa. Kahit saan, kahit kailan.
Do you have a legal problem but don't know where to turn? The Asian Pacific American Legal Center may be